This is all bad from pretty much any way you can look at it. I'm about to break this down to you. One of the Cowboys' lead cheese snatchers, meaning one of the guys is under Jerry Jones's foot. And anytime Jerry Jones puts some cheese out for him to go ahead and write about, he's going to be writing about it, right? One of the lead cheese snatchers, Michael Gehlken, has released a new article on the Dallas Morning News, and it's essentially telling us to prepare for doomsday. Let's get right into this. The heading of this article is Brace for a Modest Free Agency. Now, there's two reasons off jump that this doesn't look good. I'm going to tell you off rip. One of the reasons is because this is a very, very dishonest article from the sense of trying to inform the audience properly on the state of the team. This is why I suggest y'all go and really invest in trying to find media outlets. I'm not even talking about just myself. There's tons of amazing Cowboys content creators out there. I know a lot of you guys know tons of them, but go ahead and subscribe to me as well. But this is why I suggest you guys invest in trying to find a reliable outlet that doesn't necessarily have any skin in the game, as far as he's not going to be feeding you agenda-based stories or propaganda-based stories that are essentially coming out of the front office. This story right here is Jerry Jones trying to set up the narrative that the reason the Cowboys aren't big spenders and the reason the Cowboys aren't going to be making all the big splash moves that the fan base is dying for them to make right now is because they have so much wrapped up in the salary cap, and it's going to take so much to get those deals done. And after getting those deals done and paying all three of those guys so much money, all three being Micah, CeeDee, and Dak, paying all three of those guys so much money, they're not going to have any more money left to be able to actually participate in free agency. Let's go ahead and go through the article real quick. I'm going to break down and actually show you numbers, real numbers that have been calculated already using reliable sources coming from the homie Martin Talk. I'm going to show you real numbers showing how this whole article is full of BS, right? Remember those previous years when many NFL teams brought out the big dollars in free agency while the Cowboys kept to the bargain shopping lane? Expect another. Despite a leap in the NFL salary cap in 2024, the sense surrounding the club is the Cowboys won't at all be big spenders when the negotiation window opens March 11th and free agency formally launches March 13th. Among the factors, past instances of converting salary to signing bonuses, a maneuver done with such players as quarterback Dak Prescott and right guard Zach Martin, created a cap space in exchange for dead money into the future. The kit can is now kicking back while the team budgets for Prescott, wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, and hybrid defensive end Micah Parsons. External additions are sure to come. But the scale of those contracts probably will disappoint anyone whose expectations are not checked at the door. Pick a position. Its biggest name free agent for whom fans are clamoring is unlikely to sign here. Okay, running back is one example. Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley's names did not come up in Indy. The team is more likely to re-sign Tony Pollard, presuming his price is attainable, and draft a cheap, fresh leg back to complement him. The only way I'm okay with this is if we're talking about like a second or third round back, like a day one, day two type of back, man, because Tony Pollard coming back does not need to be coming back as the lead back. If that is the plan, to bring Tony Pollard back and to trust that the Cowboys are going to draft a palatable replacement or fill-in to be the lead back for the team, I'm already checked out on this upcoming season. My expectations are already at the floor. Not expecting anything right now. This is starting to shape up to look like the sabotage before the year they went and got Amari Cooper. Y'all remember what Dak Prescott looked like when they let Dez Bryant go and, Jason Witten wasn't here anymore. And it was just Dak and a bunch of side characters. Y'all remember that year before they went and got Amari Cooper? That was straight up sabotage. Jerry let all his weapons go and made that man go into the season with third and fourth string receivers at best. This is starting to look like that, man. You're letting Tyron Smith walk. We're going to talk about the fact that Tyler Biadasz is probably going to walk as well, because they already said they don't think that he is within their price range. And that is actually okay. I'm going to get to that in a second. But you're letting weapons leave, and the running back room really isn't improving. You're just adding a young guy to... Oh, okay. Okay, I see where this is going, right? The Cowboys have hit before on low-priced additions after free agency's first waves. Safety J-Ron Curse, safety Malik Hooker, and wide receiver Kevontae Turpin are among the examples. Kicker Brandon Aubrey, an All-Pro and Pro Bowler, made the league minimum last year. It's time to hit again. Okay, the reason that this article worries me so is the fact that this is one of Jerry Jones's prized cheese snatchers. This article is being floated because they are in the process of trying to temper everyone's expectations and to let everyone know, slow down, pump the brakes for a second, because this season ain't gonna look like what we think it's going to look like, as far as us looking at a team that you can truly see visually from the moves that they're making. They're truly trying to attain a Super Bowl. This, to me, looks a lot like we like our guys, and the ones that we don't like as much, we're going to replace with younger or cheaper options. Holy cow. Now, the reason I'm so depressed is because all of this is very easily disproved. You can literally go to spotrac.com. You can look at all the different calculations done by all the smart people on the interwebs, like Dak for MVP, aka Martin Talk Cowboys on X, and we can literally see how all these cuts and stuff can take place. We can literally see it, guys. We can see that the Cowboys, if they extended Dak Prescott, restructured Zach Martin, extended DeMarcus Lawrence, extended CeeDee Lamb, extended Micah Parsons, restructured Donovan Wilson, extended Brandon Cooks, restructured Terrence Steele, restructured Trevon Diggs. If they did all of this, they would be able to save roughly about $78.24 million in salary cap room. Now, add in all the dead money and all the other stuff like that, it'll probably be anywhere between 70 and 78 mil. All right, let's just leave some room for variance. That's a ton of salary cap. And it can be done by doing exactly what that article made it seem like it's hard for the Cowboys to do. This is troubling because this writer, I know Michael Gehlken has to be smarter than this. He has to know. He has to have seen the fact that people are aware of how the Cowboys can save cap space by now. It's been the talk of the town for weeks now. He has to know this. But yet he still printed this article, and he printed it with the assumption that the audience didn't understand how the salary cap works, and the fact that we know the Cowboys can actually be a major player in free agency if they actually just get these deals done and stop the posturing BS. Now, I'm hoping this is either Michael Gehlken trying to get him some clicks and just trying to continue, business as usual. And this isn't really an indication of the Joneses thinking per se. I'm hoping that the Joneses are trying to keep their cards close to their chest. They've seen us get burned by the Shaq Leonards. They've seen us get burned by the Dalvin Cooks. They've seen us get burned by the Odell Beckham. They've seen us get burned by the Bobby Wagners, Devon Millers. They've seen us get burned, right? So I'm hoping that they're just trying to keep their moves close to their chest, so that way the competition isn't driven up by the fact that they are active in talks with these guys, or they are actively wanting to sign these guys, or they're high on their list of priority. I'm hoping that that's what the Cowboys are doing. But to me, this looks like the Joneses are setting the fan base up to let them know, hey, we're not going to do a lot. And even worse, they're setting it up to make it seem like the reason they're not going to be able to do a lot is because they have to extend guys, when extending those guys are the exact reason why they would be able to do a lot. I just don't know, man. I just don't know anymore, y'all. It's getting very hard to be a fan of this team because the Joneses are treating this organization and they're treating this fan base like we're viewers of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. We're watching Keeping Up with the Car Joneses at this point. We are watching Keeping Up with the Car Joneses. I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to just take a nap and not have to deal with this BS and wake up whenever all this contract stuff is decided, whether or not they're going to sign guys, whether or not they are. Like, it's just, come on, man. Can we run like a regular organization? Can we get our guys signed, and then the big talk about the Cowboys doesn't have to be about whether or not these dudes value their players and the fact that they're not really adequate to be a GM because they don't understand how the freaking salary cap works? Can the conversation be about the Cowboys using their star power to lure in these big-name free agents to make a serious run at the Super Bowl? Can it be about that for once, man? Damn, Kim Kardashian! Damn! We still them same old damn Cowboys, man. Damn.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Hey! I'm still them boys.